I was going to school at the time, and he was going to school, and he was living with his parents, and I was living with my parents, and finally, you know, it was hard to sneak around. You know, we did it in like odd places, very odd places. One instance, we went to Florida for spring break, and we did it on the Greyhound bus.
Marty, wow! So much for the Mile High Club. Wow. So, do you think about Marty a lot now these days?
I do. I think about him. He was a very big part of my life. He was very supportive.
He was. Yes, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I would like to ask anyone on the panel, did you ever think about waiting
I did.
until marriage?
But I thought this was the person I was going to marry. You have to understand, we spent a lot of quality time together, and I thought this was the person I was going to be with for the rest of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
But I mean, but you were a kid. You were kids.
But I loved him. I still love him. I mean, once you love somebody, it never really dies.
So,
Yes,
what
it
do you
does.
think of sitting there, Warren, to hear that she still loves you?
Plus, makes me, feel good that she still loves me and stuff.
No.
He's special. He's a special person.
Okay, Cindy, are you ready to see Marty after 8 years?
No, but
I'm game.
Why do you want to see him today?
I want to see how he's doing. I want to see, you know, like if he'd like to go out for pizza after the show.
She wants to see
something.
that cock.
Oh, you like to go out there? Okay.
Pizza my ass.
Okay, audience, you ready to meet Marty?
Yes.
It's so awesome.
Okay, everyone, meet Marty. Hi, Marty. Marty says he's actually a little nervous to see Cindy after 8 years. He says he doesn't even remember that Cindy had been a virgin when they first met. Is that true, Marty?
This is true. I don't recall I was the first person to sleep with her. Because she never told me that. She told me that she had been with somebody else, a football player.
Is that true?
No, he was my first.
He definitely. And do you think he knew it?
I don't know if he knew it or not. I mean, I don't think I ever came out and said it to him.
Mm-hmm. So were you listening to what Cindy was saying backstage about you?
I heard a little bit about it.
That she still thinks about you?
I heard that.
Do you think about Cindy?
Well, to be honest with you, no, I left our relationship behind in Columbia, Missouri.
Damn.
I'm sorry. It was just something that just was not working out.
Mm-hmm.
Our things were not clicking in my eyes, and I thought it was better for her to move on.
What was the relationship like for you?
Well, I was young. I was 17 years old when I met her, and from what I recall, I met her through the restaurant, like she did say, and I remember us being friends for quite a while, 2 or 3 months before we actually went out, to my memory, and I'm seeing hands raising at me. I'm sorry.
Well, they want to respond to what you're saying. Cindy, you look a little sad listening to you.
No, I mean, he sounds like he doesn't even want to be here, that he's like disappointed to see me.
Are you disappointed?
No, that's not the truth. I'm glad to see her because I think that I need to see her to let her know how I do feel about our relationship. I was making her more happy than she was making me.
Damn.
Oh.
Could that be?
Excuse her.
Let me just throw this out, audience. Could that be? Maybe it's a little bit more special for maybe a woman to lose her virginity than a man. And these two guys on the panel weren't virgins at the time. Were you a virgin?
No, I was not.
You weren't. So maybe it was a little bit more special for her because it was her first time, and maybe because she's also a woman. Am I? Yes? No? Audience?
You're
Yes.
being
what do you wanna
racist,
say?
Ricky.
I wanted to know, did your
Men are so
relationship
gentle.
change after the first time you had sex?
Yeah. Racist, sexist.
What was that question?
Did your relationship change? Let me ask Cindy, because Cindy's the one who seems to have stronger memories.
11 years ago was a long time.
But after you started having sex, did that change the relationship?
Russ, go check him.
I get it.
I did.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but you said something that you wanted to see him no matter what, no matter how he felt about you.
Right. Whether it was just, you know, because I consider us friends. You know, I think, you know, we'll
15.
always be friends. But I mean, this is like a part where how the relationship left off wasn't good at all. And this is like our last chance to like say, you know, goodbye, to say, you know,
To
thanks for
finalize
this.
or resolve something. So you said you wanted to ask him out for pizza.
Yeah, I mean, just to talk. Just, you know.
Are you
just to
single?
talk.
Are you available, Marty?
No, I'm not single, and no, I'm not available. I have a very beautiful girl. I would
We
like
have a
to
girlfriend, your girlfriend in the audience?
She's out in the audience. She's sitting right over there.
You're Sheila, right? Stand up, Sheila. I gotta tell you, I think it takes a woman with a lot of guts to allow her boyfriend to come and see the woman that she lost her virginity to. You must have a lot of guts, huh?
Well, I feel like it's something she has to do in order to close this chapter in her life because it's done and it has been done. So, I mean, it's something she had to do to make herself feel better, obviously.
That's what she wanted to do. So do you feel like you can move on now?
Oh yeah, there's no problem. I mean, I have moved on since this. You know, I have a boyfriend, but this is something that I had to settle. This is something, you know, it's not only just to close it, it's just to say thank you to him because he was supportive during my parents' death. He was very supportive.
So you wanted to thank him?
Yes.
You can tell him right now.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that you feel that you resolved this. Okay, next, a woman who still doesn't